Good morning, dear student. Welcome to microelectronic classes. In the previous concept, we have understood the working functionality of a current mirror using MOSFET, that is mass current mirror circuit. What is the application of mass current mirror circuit? The application of mass current mirror circuit is nothing but mass steering circuit. Okay. What is the word steering? Steering is nothing but taking the current in terms of current, if you want to tell, taking the current from one part of the circuit and giving to the other part of the circuit. That is called as steering. You have seen steering of a car. Why you make use of a steering of a car? So that you can drive very easily. So that you can, without any disturbance, you can drive. Whether you want to drive it towards the right side or towards the left side, you require a steering for the car. Similarly, for a mass circuit, you require in IC. Usually in IC, when you have a single input as a current, you want multiple currents, whether I require reduced current or increased current. I cannot make use of different current sources. Like if I require 5 micro, design 5 micro separately. If I require 50 micro, design separately 50 micro. If I require 30 micro, that is not an ideal way of designing. Take one reference current and whether I want to increase or decrease can be done using mass steering circuits, which is making use of the mass current mirror. So in this circuit, mass steering circuit, in this circuit of mass steering circuit, we are making use of mass current mirror. Typically, the current steering circuit, mass current steering circuit, make use of mass current source or mass current mirror circuit. The circuit is not fixed here. You can write any circuit. It should have a possible combination of the current mirror pairs. You call it as a mirror pairs. So whatever circuit we have considered here is a mass steering circuit which has two transistors Q1 and Q2. I have called Q1 and Q2. This Q1 and Q2 are one NMOS mirror pair. Similarly, the Q1 and Q3 is another NMOS mirror pair. Hope you understand. Whenever you are mirroring, you require two transistors. Q1 and Q2 is one mirror pair. Q1 and Q3 is another mirror pair. The current flowing through this Q1 transistor, I call it as I reference. The current flowing through the second transistor is I2. So let me denote it as I2. So current is denoted as I2. Now, in this case, the current flowing through the third transistor is I3. Current flowing through the fourth transistor is I4. The transistor pair Q4 and Q5 is another PMOS current mirror pair. The circuit functionality works well, saying that the Q1, Q2 is a current mirror pair with NMOS. Q1 and Q3 is a current mirror pair with NMOS again. Q4 and Q5 is a PMOS mirror pair. Now, in this case, let me identify different currents in the circuit, like I reference through transistor Q1, I2 through transistor Q2, I3 through transistor Q3, I4 through transistor Q4 and I5 through transistor Q5. The concept is very simple. To what extent this current I reference is copied down to I2, whether it is twice or less. To what extent this I reference is copied to I3, that I reference again which is copied to I4, I5. If you make use of n number of current mirrors, to what extent you can increase or decrease or copy down, that is very important. To analyze the circuit, Q1, Q2 are in saturation. So Q1 and Q2 to be in saturation. Similarly, Q1 and Q3 is also to be maintained in saturation. Q1 and Q2 should be in saturation. Q1 and Q3 should also be in saturation. What is the condition to be referred here? VD2, the drain voltage of transistor 2 should be greater than or equal to minus VSS plus V overdrive. If this condition is maintained at the drain of second transistor or at the drain of third transistor, okay, and I maintain drain voltage much greater than minus VSS plus V overdrive for both second and third transistor, I can say the device is in saturation. Similarly, Q4 and Q5 is a PMOS transistor pair that also to be maintained in saturation. Now, to analyze the circuit, in the last class we have seen how when you have a transistor in saturation, I reference is equal to K dash W by L of 1 into A overdrive square. Let me call that as equation 1. The second transistor current is K dash by 2 W by L of 2 into A overdrive square. Let me call it as equation 2. Directly with the concept of current mirror, I can write I2 is nothing but I2 by I reference is nothing but W by L of second divided by W by L of first. When I simplify this, I2 is nothing but I reference into W by L of second divided by W by L of first transistor. What does it mean when the lengths are same for a particular technology and widths are equal? If widths are equal, I2 will be I reference. If width of the second transistor is much greater, okay, I get I2 to be of higher magnitude. Similarly, the analysis is carried out for Q3 and Q1 transistor again because those two are also the current mirror pair. We have just considered Q1 and Q2 are NMOS mirror pair. Q1 and Q3 is also NMOS mirror pair. The same application, you need not write every equation by making use of same set of equation. Similarly, I can write I3 is equal to I reference into W by L of third transistor divided by W by L of first transistor. I can call that as fourth equation. Now, from the circuit diagram, I can write the current I3 equal to I4. Since this is a PMOS current mirror pair, the current I4 to be copied on to I5. Okay, similar consideration is carried out. You can see at this part of the board, I5 is nothing but I4 into W by L of fifth transistor divided by W by L of fourth transistor. Throughout the analysis, you need to observe here. Okay, you need to observe with one instance. I'll tell if the W by L of this transistor is 1 and current flowing, let me take it as I reference is equal to 5 micro. If W by L of second transistor is a factor 2, I can say that the current I2 is twice of 5 micro. The value is 10 micro. If the W by L ratio of this transistor is 3, the I3 current is 3 into 5, that is 15. The same 15 will be copied onto fourth transistor current, that is I4. If this is 0.5, this is 0.5, W by L of fifth transistor is 0.5. At this stage, current is getting reduced. What is the consideration here? The width is W by L ratio is considered to be 2 here. W by L ratio is considered to be 3 here. W by L ratio is considered to be 0.5 or half. In this case, second transistor, I reference is increased. It is doubled. In this case also, I reference is increased. Okay, multiplied by 3 as per the equation. But in the fifth transistor, when it comes to fifth transistor, the W by L ratio is 0.5. So therefore, the current is, which is 0.5 multiplied by 15, you get 7.5 micro. So in this way, okay, you have n number of transistors. Okay, I am not using any of the additional circuitry over here. In this way, a reference current can be copied down to different part of the circuit with different magnitudes, and this concept is called a current steering. What is the application or advantage of this current steering circuit? The major advantage of current steering circuit is nothing but it is having a stable biasing point. When you make use of any of the other circuits, okay, the bias points will be changed. And one more important thing, okay, when you are designing this current steering circuit, Q1 and Q2 to be in saturation, Q1 and Q3 to also be in saturation, Q4 and Q5 is also in saturation, okay, and all the transistor to be, whether it is a NMOS, it should be a matched. Two NMOS or the mirror pairs. When it comes to NMOS mirror pair, those two transistors should be matched. When it comes to PMOS mirror pair, those current transistors are to be matched. And one last point to be noted down here, this I5 can be given to any other part. Dotted line indicates it is connected to any other part of the circuit, and this is called as I5 current can be called as a source. Okay, depending on the application, the I5 current can be called as can be used as a source current. Okay, similarly I2. Okay, I2 is a current from, in the larger perspective, if you see, I2 can be called the current coming from different part of the circuit. If you say the I2 current can be called as a sink, I5 current can be called as a source, because this I5 can be given to another part of the circuit. Lastly, the circuit provides stable bias point, so therefore we make use of the current mirror. In the exam, by giving different W/L ratio, you can calculate the magnitude of the current. That is one way of giving the problem. Okay, or the other way around, by giving the currents to the transistor to calculate the width of individual transistor. So these are the two possibilities of numerical which can be obtained or it can appear in the final exam. Thank you very much.